Hey guys, SeanB here. Today we're playing with the water RYU. He get requested to be reviewed so many times. I think it is because he's not really that bad, but he's not really that good. So he's in that gray area where nobody knows what's going on with this guy. So he has a passive that allows him to cut in between, and that's about it. That is the most OP thing about this guy. He's a speed leader, which is convenient. Is a global speed leader, so it's good in both guild battle and RTA, and also arena. So that is already quite decent, but his skill is a little bit lackluster. So the skill 2 has a chance to strip and attack bar absorption, which is a good skill for disruption. And his passive allow him to cut in between with attack bar being filled up after he take damage, and there's a cooldown to it, so it's not that broken. The strip is not the most consistent. If you're relying on it, you shouldn't be. The attack bar absorption is also like if you max his skill, I think it's gonna be really good, but without skill up, you cannot really rely on the strip and the attack bar absorption to make a huge difference. The default attack give attack break, which is good, but nothing crazy. This skill doesn't save you from multi-hit. Let's say Lucian, first card will be ignored, but the next 2 cards will kill you. So it doesn't save you against multi-hit, just like Garo. You can still die, multi-hit. But if you don't die, you're gonna get a turn in between enemy team to do the AoE skill, potentially to stun them with the spare rune that you have right here, or to strip and absorb their attack bar. The strip allow you to stun enemy even if they are on will runes, because 3 chance to hit the enemy, and the first hit can strip, the second hit can stun with the spare. So in that sense, it's a very good defense unit, RTA counter cleave kind of thing, and I think that's about it. Alright, usual fat Lucian team, and you have will runes on your Lucian. You're gonna push times 1. Let's hit the RYU. Okay. We're gonna do some good damage. He ignored the first card, so he survived, even though Lucian did 24,000 in the next 2, but he survived, and that's important. And he also get a turn in between and also stun, potentially with his spare rune. So that is the disruption mechanic that you can rely on for your defense team. And I think that is pretty good. So we have 2 attack bar boosts here, which is a very hefty amount. Let's push the Lucian as well, because when you say attack bar get filled up, it doesn't mean additional turn, so maybe he can move in between. So let's touch him with Samath, and he actually cut in between, but he didn't do the AoE, so you can say that his AI is not perfect. So it's more or less an RNG factor in there to stop him from being completely broken on defense, just like Triton. So if he doesn't do the AoE, then he doesn't really do anything. The default attack is not something amazing, but he can cut in between, and he can potentially strip stun you. But Lucian is a wind unit, so if you glance, you will not do debuff. He can strip, but he will not stun the Lucian that easily. But still, if he managed to strip the attack buff from the next AoE unit, that might be detrimental to your team. So this man is using his Lucian on defense. Potentially the Shimite will make RYU move. Oh, he got attack bar reduction. So it didn't do anything, and we get our attack bar going. We're gonna try to disrupt this Lucian. It stunned the Lucian. So I think right there is probably the best representation of how he can cut in between and how he can disturb a cleave comp. So if you have him, he's going to be immediately useful for your arena defense, and right now people don't really know how this thing works, so it might catch people off guard as well to get you some free win. So put him on defense. Against Lucian comp, I think it's going to be good. Against normal cleave, like Tiana cleave, I think it's going to be good as well, because the first damage dealer move, he doesn't die, he will going to cut in between, and because Tiana stripped her own team immunity, there'll be no will rune to stop you from stunning with despair, and that's gonna be really awesome. Okay, so I think he is gonna be a solid arena defense monster in the future. when more and more people have him, more and more people max his skill, he's gonna be a solid arena defense monster. And I think having a concrete role is better than having no role at all in the game. Like, I don't know, the Water Art Master is complete garbage in all the aspects of the game. In terms of PvE, I think he is completely irrelevant in any part of PvE. The Water Chun-Li and Fire Ken are much more PvE friendly, not this guy. The Water Ryu, not a PvE unit. For Guild defense, I think as a speed leader is really good because you see Ciara very popular on Guild defense because she has a speed leader, allowing the team to be more aggressive, also good damage. So as a speed leader, I think it's gonna be pretty solid for defense. You can run him with Clara, you can run him with Orion, you can run him with Bastet, you can run him with something that takes turn 1 and make it very scary. So you can run him and Bastet and some sort of damage to follow up, so he can strip into, let's say, some sort of stun unit like Lacmaron skill 3, or you can go in with, I don't know, let's see right here, maybe you can even put Laika in here. So we go in, Bastet boost, and then he just AoE strip stun the entire enemy team like how Molong used to do, and then the damage dealer will finish off the enemy team. And with speed lead, enemy have to contest speed or take turn 2 or run a much faster team, but probably gonna be swishy. Even though he is very inconsistent with the strip, he can still strip. So it made me really feel like a Molong in the past with the AoE. He go in and he can strip stun, which is not bad in my opinion. And with the HP lead, with the speed lead, I think it's gonna be pretty solid and make your bruiser calm faster, for example. And he can instantly get another turn with disruption when your team take a turn, so that he can cut in between and still do some extra damage. But honestly, after turn 1, his impact is gonna be not as good. But if he land his shit in turn 1, I think it's not gonna be, you know, simple to deal with. And I think that's really cool. If you max the cooldown for his passive will be pretty short. So if you can get him some turn, he's gonna get that disruption mechanic back soon. But yeah, just get some follow-up for him. I think it's gonna be solid. So let's say you run a Jean, you run a retest, you run some sort of follow-up, it's gonna be pretty good. I don't think Violence is gonna be the build. I think Despair is gonna be the build because his AoE disruption is gonna be super solid if you can stun. Because if you go for the AoE here and you don't manage to do anything important, then your Violent proc doesn't mean much. Another thing that he can be good for would probably be to tank all these wind single target damage dealer. So he can survive. Oh wait, he can't even survive Ciara. Shit, I thought differently. I thought, oh, the detonate damage will happen before the bomb damage. Oh, so he can't even tank Ciara. Okay, forget about it. But I guess at least he can tank Odin well. I don't have an Odin on this account and I'm not sure. Okay, what do I want to do? Can I strip that Fran maybe? Oh, we actually stripped the Fran, but we didn't stun though. I don't have an Odin, so I'm not too sure whether what do you call that? Whether a Violent proc Odin can move in front of him. But I highly think it can, because this doesn't give you instant turn, it gives you attack bar. So if Odin Violent proc, I can be at full attack bar, but I can't move. And also, it only tanked the Odin for 1 turn. So it's not gonna tank Odin forever, like let's say Camilla. So if you use him against the Commune Bastet Odin, it's gonna be pretty strong, because in that team you run, let's say Ryu, Triana. Oh, you don't need Triana. So Ryu and 2 fire damage dealer, and then the fire damage dealer can clean up Odin right after you try to kill Ryu, and it's not gonna succeed. Okay, that's gonna hurt. Ouch. I think Laika can solo this, right? There's no way these two can kill Laika. Alright, Laika? No, we get sleep. Sorry, this account is not very high level, so stuff are kind of scuffed. This is more like a sub role where he's like a dedicated tank for Odin in guild battle. In terms of rune building, he is an attack type monster. Every skill scale with attack, but because he will die to multi-hit and Lucian is a thing, you might need to get some HP on the guy, so I recommend speed, crit damage, and HP. Try to get him some accuracy, because if he didn't strip into stun or maybe attack bar absorb, then he wouldn't be doing much, honestly. So that's all I have about Water Ryu right now, a defense unit. Not sure about how it's going to perform in RTA as a counter cleave, but hey, he might be popular then, because what do people cleave in RTA with? They cleave with Garo, Draco, Bastet plus 2 units. So Ryu is already immediately good against Garo, Draco, and Bastet as a damage dealer. So maybe then he's gonna be good and popular. But for now, put him on your arena defense, put him in your Gilwa defense, and maybe he's gonna do some work for you. Not gonna be 100% sure whether it's gonna do it. You need skill up for him to be good. Alright, that's all I have for Ryu. Not a very spectacular unit, but not too bad. So that's all I have to say. Honest opinion, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you have any question about Ryu. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!